Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Nicole and this is Darvanalee Design Studio, and today we're here for a stitch with me. We're working on Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow and it's by Carriage House Samplings, so let's get started. Good morning or good evening everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for taking some time out of your day and spending it with me while we do a little bit of stitching today. We are doing the DDs Spooktober right now, and yes, we are working on Halloween projects. Alright, I have had a pretty massive day today of crafting and all that sort of stuff, getting ready for a retreat that I'm going to, so it's been a bit hectic, and we are now at 7 o'clock at night, so hopefully I'll be coherent and be able to do a little bit of stitch with you. Going to spend about 30 minutes together and get some stitches in. Now, I have not worked on this since the last time you've seen it. We are working on the witch. Today I am actually putting her hands on her, and we'll be doing a little bit of that, and then probably the wooden spoon will go in, and we've got to do her hair still and whatnot. So, but it's a work in progress, as they say, and every little bit counts, right? So I've already got the needle threaded up. I hope I haven't lost it. Oh, there it is. So as I said, we are going to be just working on her hands today and get some of the other little bits and pieces in. Sort of just want to finish up down this bottom part, and then I can move the hoop, and then that way I can continue on. So what have we been up to today? So at the time of filming this, it's Monday night at 7 o'clock. I've just finished dinner, had a lovely salad for dinner, and with a couple of pita breads and a nice bottle of cold water, because it has been incredibly hot here today. 34 degrees. It was still at 33 degrees still at 4:30, so that was pretty disgusting to say the least. So yeah, not real happy with the temperature there. The garden is going well. It didn't get fried too much, which is good. So I gave it I knew it was going to be hot today, so I gave it a really good big drink last night, so it could cope with today. And I've done the same thing again because it's supposed to be hot again tomorrow. Since the last time I worked on this, I haven't really had a chance to get anything into it because I've just been super busy getting ready for the retreat that's coming up and getting all my products ready and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, today on sprints, on Monday sprints, if you were around on the channel, and what they are is where I am productive. So I talked for a little bit, but we mostly talked about books today because that's sort of the way the conversation went. We didn't really talk too much of craft, but I was quite busy in the background whenever we done a sprint, making stuff for the for the retreat that's coming up. So this is going to be somewhat coherent because I'm quite tired now, because I also did some chores and everything after I finished sprints. So I'm hoping that I won't it'll be a little bit more coherent than just tripping over my tongue and all the rest of it. But this is coming along. I'm pretty happy with it. I've been thinking a little bit more about it, and what I want to do with it, and the more and more I think about it, the more I am just going to do it as a smaller chart and drop for a few. I think it was 4 of the blocks I ended up dropping, because the more I look at it, the more I just don't like them. So I've pretty much made up my mind on that aspect, that they are going to go, and it's just going to be a smaller piece. And it's really made me think about the other charts that I have as well, so I'm thinking that I might just do that with the other charts. Of course, Village of Hawk Run Hollow, I've already started. Is it Village that I've started? Yes, Village of Hawk Run Hollow. I've already started that, and I started at block 1, which was right up in the corner, whereas this one I started in the middle. So basically I think I'll just continue doing that one because I didn't mind that one. That one was pretty good. Shores of, there was a few things that I didn't like in that one, so I'll probably do a smaller piece of that as well. See how we go. And I haven't started the other ones yet, so I haven't even pulled them out to have a look at them. My throat is a little bit dry this afternoon too, just from the dry weather. So I may have to stop a couple of times to have a bit of a sip of water. And I do apologise for that, but as you can imagine, it's very hot. My aircon is struggling to keep it cool. It has kept it cool in here, but not that cool. I was still sweating and whatnot, so but anyway, it is what it is. We are going into summer, but it seems like it's going to be a very long, hot summer for sure. Update on my arm. My arm is really good. It's feeling a lot better, and whatnot. It's so much better, actually. I can't believe how much better it is, but it's still a little bit tender, so I have still been taking it easy, just so I don't damage it anymore. But I give it a good massage during the day. If I get a chance, I definitely massage it first thing in the morning under the shower, and do some stretches and stuff like that. So yeah, it feels a whole lot better than what it was. There we go, that's her first hand. Let me just see where we're at. Oh, where's my pencil? I put my pencil down somewhere. Oh, there it is, way over there. Alright, I won't worry about that. Alright, let's go back over here. What do we got? Down 1, 2, 3. Sorry if you were counting then. So a lot of stuff has been happening in the background. As I said, I'm getting ready for retreat. I'm also doing in the planning stages for next year and all that sort of stuff. So that's all been happening as well. Not a lot's been happening on the family front. Savannah is down in Brisbane going to uni. She's almost finished up for the year. I think she finishes up at the end of October. So she's busy doing all the things that she's got to do down there. Narralee is busy at work and just cruising along and just doing her thing as well. One of her friends is looking to get a job, so she's gone off tonight to help her do her resume, which means that I'm home alone, which is great because I'm going to go and watch a little bit of reality TV. So if you've been around in the last couple of weeks, especially towards the end of the live streams on a Friday, we've been doing a little bit of a chat about reality TV and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, so it's been very interesting, but it's made me feel like I'm missing out on something. So I went and had a bit of a look, and one of the ones that they talked about was Bad Girls Club. Well, I can get that because for the most part I have to change streaming services to get the other one. The other ones that we've talked about, which are 90 Day Fiance and Sister Wives is the other one. So I can't get them unless I change my service provider, which the way that the way that Netflix has been lately, just booting us off our streaming service. No, we can't. Like I've paid for 5 devices, and basically, if more than one's on there, it boots us off. We've sent emails, we've sent chats, and everything seems to be fine. They don't know why it's happening and all this sort of stuff. But it's all come down to their new policy, where you can't. Like they're just trying to get more money, and whatnot. So I have to talk to Brennan, but I'm seriously thinking about changing over to Binge for a while because we haven't had that for 12-13 months now. So maybe just dropping Netflix for a bit and going over to Binge and watching all the things on Binge, and then I'll be able to watch them. So Brennan's popping in tomorrow. He's over at the workshop tonight, and he is popping in tomorrow to help me with a water cutter and get that set up and whatnot. So yeah, so hopefully I will be able to swap before the next billing cycle, swap that out, and then we can watch some reality TV shows. I'm not normally one to watch them, but I'm telling you, the people on the chat and Neva have got me very curious about them. But I do have the Bad Girls Club, which is on Prime, and I won't get rid of Prime because there's a lot of stuff that I watch on there, especially like the Wheel of Time series is on there, and there's a few other things as well. But in saying that, I don't watch it that often, but I've got the reality TV on there as well, so some of the other ones, and Bad Girls Club was on there, so I thought, you know what, I'll watch it because they had talked about that on the sprints as well. So I've just got to pay attention to where I'm at right now, and the glare of that light is terrible. It's actually making it really hard to see because I've got a light over, though it's not giving me much light. Might have to color correct this in let me just bring that to there. Is that a bit better? Is that better? Is it a little bit brighter for you? Looks a bit brighter. It's a bit brighter for me too. Yeah, so I've been having a bit of fun watching those. As I said, I started watching Bad Girls Club last night, and oh my god, that's such a train wreck. Like an absolute train wreck. Where do they find these people? So yeah, it was a bit full on. It was funny in some parts and disturbing in other parts. So yeah, one of them, like I was saying on sprints, that I know two things about tequila. There's two kinds of people that end up with tequila, right? There's the one that it'll make you happy-go-lucky, or it's going to make you angry as a beast. And these two girls were drinking their tequila, and they downed a whole bottle. How they didn't end up with alcohol poisoning is beyond me. But anyway, one was really happy-go-lucky and just chilling out and all the rest of it and having a fun time. And then the other one went from having a fun time to an angry time and just started laying into everybody. She ended up leaving the house because one of the girls said, it's either you go or I go, because I don't want you here if you're going to be like that, which is understandable. Like, no one deserves to be attacked like that. The girl wasn't doing anything, didn't antagonize her. The angry beast just came out of this girl, and she went off a dial at her and just started laying into her. And then, like, they walked away, and then when she was going upstairs, she started laying into her again. And then she went into the bedroom of another girl, and just, the girl was in bed, and she just started attacking her, ripping her hair, and it took a whole heap of them to get her off her hair. And yeah, it was full on, like absolutely full on. Let me grab my pen so I can just mark this off, because I'm going to get lost with this one. It's gone all over the place. Alright, that, and I've got to go one more down. Alright, that makes sense. Something, that's a little bit weird looking, but I mean, the whole thing's a little bit weird looking, but you know what I mean, more so than not. Didn't really make these make my thread very long, but I should be able to get the hand finished. I think I might end up with the witch pretty close to a finish for the month. And considering how busy I have been, I think I've done a great job. Like, I've got a lot of other stitching that's been going on in the background, and that's why this has sort of taken a bit of a back seat. You know, I've got some embroidery stuff that I've got to do, and for the magazine and all that sort of stuff, because Christmas issue is coming out. So there's a lot of that happening in the background. Yeah, so that's sort of why we don't have a lot of progress on this. But in saying that, you know, I might end up taking this with me to the retreat and working on it at the retreat as well, which would be a good thing, because that means that it'll get more done on it, which I don't mind doing. Also taking a Heaven and Earth with me as well, so I'll probably take a little dragon one, taking Red Dragon with me, and get some stuff done in that, because a lot of that is block color, so I can get a good chunk of that done over that weekend. So that is sort of my thinking right now. So whether or not this goes with me, but it might be nice to take this with me, because the simple fact is that it's, you know, a weekend of, if I'm doing Heaven and Earth all weekend, it might get a bit tedious, and I can break it up a little bit. To be honest, I don't know how much stitching I'm going to get done, because I've got a stall there. So, but yeah, and I want to go for walks and stuff while I'm there as well. I want to go and visit a bookshop as well. Alright, that's her hand done, so I'm going to put that up there, get that out of the way. Alright, what is the next colour I need? Yep, so that is all of her hand done, so I can cross all that out. Yeah, so I'm planning on going to visit a bookshop there. There's a couple of books I want to get to just to complete a series that I want to check out if they've got them there. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening. And yeah, and basically, alright, what's this colour called? Alright, let me just have a look here. 829, yep, that's 829. And I just want to have a bit of a relaxing time as well. So if I get stitching done, I get stitching done. If I don't, I'm not that fussed about it. But I will take, as I said, I will take Red Dragon. And I'll take this one with me because this is already out. Although I'm supposed to be stitching on Christmas stuff. But next month the Stitch With Me's will be back to Snow Village. So that'll be good. Get some more stitches in that. I might actually take that with me too, because that is actually out and just sitting on the bench there. I pulled it out the other day because I knew that we were coming up to it, so I might end up just doing that. And then that way that's out and I can get it all sorted. Come on, neighbourhood's noisy for cars today. All the noisy cars are out today. Okay, let's get this wooden spoon done, hey? Alright, where to start there? Let me bring this up because I'll end up... I'm not very organised. This is why I don't do Stitch With Me's at night, because I'm just not organised enough in the evening because I've had a pretty big day. Sorry about all the crinkling, but you know how it is. Trying to decrease the the pattern, and it doesn't always go to plan. Yeah, so I don't normally do them at night. Occasionally I do, but it's not my favourite time of night to do it. Probably help if you put a knot in the bottom and do your stitching properly, Nicole. Let me just go down here, do a waist knot. There we go. That'll probably work. Yeah, so it's not my favourite time to do it, but it is what it is, because as I said, I've got a lot going on at the moment. I've got a massive amount of fabric that has to be dyed as well. I'm going to play around with a little bit of calico as well for embroidery, just to do some of the colours and see how it turns out as a little bit of an experiment. I've got some calico here, so I thought that I could do a little bit of dyeing, especially for, like, you know, your greys and stuff like that, to put your embroidery on, especially for small pieces. So I thought that'd be a great idea. I don't know how well it's going to work, but you know, calico's cheap enough to play around with. So, and yeah. What else? There's nothing really has been going on. It's been really quiet. Like, as far as work goes, I've been busy, but everything else has been pretty quiet. Everybody's sort of just in their groove right now, gearing up for Christmas. And you know, like, this time of the year is pretty busy for me because I do a lot of stuff for Christmas and whatnot, such as filming wise and all that sort of stuff, and Advent, and both book channel and also craft channel. And then there's videos on top of that. Then there's the Stitch With Me, 12 days of Stitchmas. Like, there's just so much going on. And then there's all the preparation for next year for, like, bingo prompts and all that sort of stuff. So there's just a lot of that happening, which means that it's not really that exciting. Like, I haven't even really got any whips to show for Patreon or anything like that, even though it's scheduled to happen on a Monday. Like, I'm going to take a picture of a few things and put it up, but like, there's not a lot to show in that way. That quilt, I still haven't got to it. That little quilt that I was going to make, I have not even, I've got it out and I've sat it on the bench, but I haven't had a chance to look at it. So maybe I was being a little bit overzealous for the DDs Spooktober. But in saying that, if I work really hard this week, I might be able to do it in the last couple of days of next week. So yeah, you know, of October, like the last couple of days, which I could think the 1st of November is the Wednesday. So yeah, we won't be doing much stitching tonight. We'll just be doing a little bit of an update, and you can see what I've got done and all that sort of stuff, and then yeah, go from there, because it is getting pretty late and I am pretty tired after today. I've made needle minders and needle threaders and scissor fobs and been on the internet all day. I've read some books, I've cut some fabric up, I've just done a lot today, and I'm starting to get a little bit sleepy because my lovely neighbours over the weekend were just ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, there's that. But anyway, I'm pretty happy with my progress. I honestly didn't think I was going to get this much done, and I'm stoked that I have got this much done. So pat on the back for me, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. One more. Oh, sorry about that. If I bump the thing, then the camera, not thing. Can you tell that it's like the end of the day? I'm just like so casual. So today I made 70 needle minders. I made 24, 32, 40 needle threaders, and I did 15 scissor fobs to attach to actual scissors, and then I did a whole heap of floss drops, and then I realized that I didn't have the last component for the floss drops, so I've got to go and find that, because I thought I had more but I didn't, so I've got to do those in the next week as well. But yeah, I've just got a lot. I've got a list, and I've just been doing the stuff and crossing it off, and I haven't been starting with the easiest stuff. I knew that today I was going to because of sprints, I knew I was going to be doing all that little small stuff, because there's so much of it. It takes a long time. And it was good because I ended up doing 8 hours, which meant that I got 8 hours worth of crafting in, which was absolutely fabulous. Very productive. So now all I've got to do is bag them up, and I'll be able to do that, you know, a couple of days before we head off. So I can just sit on the couch, have all the bags, and then just bag them up and put them in the containers, and then they're ready to go. I just have to go down and get a couple of other supplies for packaging and stuff. I thought I had here, but I don't know what I've done with it. I cannot find it anywhere. But that's okay. I'll just go down. They'll turn up eventually, and then I'll have them. So, yep. But they are all coming along, which is great. So I'll probably end up, like, I'm not going to be taking 70 needle minders with me to the retreat, but I'm going to take a fair few with me. But a lot of the stuff that I'm putting together is also for the website as well. So there's that. So I'm doing a little bit of, you know, pre-Christmas stock up and all that sort of stuff. Because I haven't really done a lot of it, and it's my own fault. I've just been not feeling it. Try that again. It might work a bit better for me. Thinking to myself, why is that cross going to look weird? It's because it wasn't in the right place. But once you get it in the right place, it looks a bit better, right? I am looking forward to getting back onto Snow Village though next month. I was hoping to have it finished by ready for this Christmas, but it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. a lot of things have happened in the background this year that have hindered me doing a lot of stuff, and like I just haven't been motivated to do stitching and stuff at the end of the day because I'm doing a lot of stuff for the magazine and whatnot. So, you know, and that all takes time and whatnot. But I am feeling a little bit more better about my productivity this month. I think doing the DDs Spooktober has really helped, because not only have I done this, I've almost completed another large diamond painting, which is actually underneath like it's just here. I've just put this on top of it, and that's why I'm sitting here doing it. I've only got, I'm actually a day ahead on that, because I was up over the weekend, which is great because it means that I don't need to necessarily do any tonight, and I can just do some in the morning, which will be fabulous because that'll progress me on a little bit further, because I'm definitely having an early night tonight, and I'm going to go to bed early, which means that I will rise early and I'll get an extra couple of hours of crafting time, which is great. And I plan to spend that on the diamond painting, and make sure that I get this finished by the end of the month. Like, I don't really care if it's not finished on the 30th, because I think with the Craftably one, I didn't get that all done in June, and then I finished it off at the end of August. I finished off the last couple of days. I only had a few days to go, but I just couldn't squeeze it in. In June I had a whole heap of stuff go down and that I had to get sorted and whatnot. So yeah, that got done. And then last month I did the Halloween one that's going on Mia's door, which she is absolutely chuffed about. And she's coming up next month for a visit as well, which is great. Alright, so now we need to come in one. Creating a little spoon. Oh. It's very cute. Be good once it's all done. Someone asked me the other day if I was overwhelmed by the amount of whips I have. The short answer on that is no. It doesn't bother me at all, because it's just stuff that I've got to work on, and it gives me a nice variety. So I don't really care that I've got a lot of whips. But it's a lot of fun to get them finished, and I have finished quite a few this year, if you include the stuff for the magazine and like embroideries I've done. And I haven't done everything for the magazine because I've got model stitches that help me, because sometimes I just don't have the time. So it's good to have someone be able to help you out. And yeah, so I don't really feel intimidated by the amount of whips that I have. I think that I've got just the right amount. I have fully UFO'd some, like just completely and utterly know that I'm not going to work on them. I'm just not feeling it anymore, and have pulled the fabric, pulled the floss out. That was a couple of Heaven and Earth, so I'm going to do them as diamond painting. So I've put the floss back into my master set, and yeah, I've pulled them out. So I've got a few less than what I had at the beginning of the year. Plus I've also finished some stuff as well. I think I finished a couple of things in the earlier. Well, I've done a lot of the Snow Village this year, which that wasn't getting any love at all. So I got a fair bit of that done. I would have liked to have got more done, of course, but you know, it is what it is. And I'm pretty sure I finished a couple of small things. Mostly just magazine stuff is what I have finished. So but I think I am going to call it on this one, because my back is starting to get a little bit tender, because I've been sitting here crafting all day. But I just wanted to check in and let you know that what was going on, and do a little bit of stitching with you, and get it all sorted. Normally I do an hour-long video, but I just can't do that today. It's been a long day on that. But if you are new here, don't worry, my videos aren't normally like this. Check out the card above. You'll go and see other whip and chats and all that sort of stuff. We've got diamond painting whip and chats, we've got cross stitch whip and chats. Go and check all those out if this wasn't too much to your liking. I do apologise, I probably shouldn't have filmed, but just time wise this week I just had to do it now because it was the only real free time that I had to do, because I've got a whole heap of other videos that I have to film this week as well. This is not the only one. So yeah, keep an eye out on the weekend for and during the week for other things that will be coming out. But okay, so that is it for me today. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.